Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with a podcast with the lovely Zinnia. Say hello, Zin.
Hello, Zin.
We're going to be talking about CitizenCon, prohibitively expensive tickets potentially. Well, maybe not. They'll probably sell out. We've got stuff about Bar Citizen that we recently went to, the Hull C 3.19.1, and when's the Vulture going to be in game to actually buy in game? It's 3.20. I answered that question straight away. Bam! Next one. CitizenCon tickets in. We've got CitizenCon. That's happening on the 21st and 22nd of October. It is a 2-day event. They've doubled its eventiness.
Ooh.
Do you any ideas why, Tim? What do you think they're just going to have more going on? Like there's going to be panels?
I'd like to think they'd have more going on.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it'll be 2 days of just being bored.
That's true. Every day's being bored with me.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. A 2-day event. It could be that it's just going to be loads of panels and loads of stuff packed into the both days. It could be that there's more sort of fan-festy things going on as well, and like meet and greets and competitions and stuff to do. It could be that they've sort of split it between Squadron and Star Citizen Specific Universe. We really don't know. So the description we have is that it's at the LA Convention Center on the 21st and 22nd of October, 2-day event. This epic 2-day event is more than just a convention. It's a pan-galactic celebration of the vibrant community that breathes life into the Star Citizen universe, a place where we can come together and share remarkable things that we've achieved together, and looking forward to a future brimming with even more amazing adventures. So that doesn't really tell us much, does it, Zin?
No, but are they allowed to use the term pan-galactic?
Why wouldn't they be able to?
It's a hitchhiker's term.
I don't think any of that can be possibly copyrighted, right?
I don't know.
Pan-galactic TM. Interesting one, though. I mean, well, good. Zin is a big fan of hitchhikers. Okay. I just assumed that was a commonly used term. Well, not common, but okay.
I mean, it might be...
Now. It's been co-opted.
Yeah.
The tickets, though, are extremely expensive. So, we talked about this very briefly before the podcast. So, a standard ticket is $199 US. Yeah? So $200, and that gets you both days of CitizenCon and also gets you exclusive swag, both physical and digital, they've said.
I love me some physical swag.
I do indeed. Well, I like digital swag over physical swag.
Really?
Mostly. So
no, I like tangible things.
Me too, if I'm able to choose them. Otherwise, I just have loads of physical swag that just takes up space that I never use or want.
Oh yeah, get you.
Like those jackets and stuff, although they're too small for us, they're cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are also premium tickets in.
Yeah.
So $299, $100 more. This extremely limited upgrade adds VIP perks to your CitizenCon ticket with access to our exclusive after party on Sunday night and more. So you get after party, it's exclusive after party, and more. So don't know what and more is. Tickets are being sold in waves from the 28th of June and the 29th of June, but 28th is for concierge and subs to be able to purchase, and then it's general sale on the 29th. 3 waves for each, like they sort of normally do with ship sales. Now, I'm not a massive fan of exclusivity when it comes to stuff like this, especially with an after party on Sunday night, $100 more, and you're not really entirely sure what you're getting from that. Like it's relatively vague, especially with the and more. Let's just go back to the standard ticket. $200 for a Fanfest event when I'm also having to get there and stay at a hotel and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah.
Is that prohibitively expensive? Or even if it's not prohibitively expensive, is it unreasonably expensive?
I think it is expensive. I have been having a little look around since we had our little chat earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And other people have pointed out that this is actually cheap compared to previous event tickets, which were only for 1 day and were over $100.
Yes, so that's the thing. It's a 2-day event is one of the things. And a shame you can't just buy a 1 day, right?
Yeah, so that was going to be my other point was, like, if they had offered a single-day event, like a single-day ticket, at a cheaper price, people would have probably been less bothered.
Is it a problem if they're going to sell out anyway?
Well, for Cloud Imperium, no.
Yeah.
But it is a problem for the fans who might want to go.
Yes.
And are put off by that price.
Yes, and people rightly so put off by the price because it is pretty expensive. And my defense of this is mostly I don't think CIG are making any money on those tickets. They're literally going, let's hire this venue, 2 days, what's it going to cost? it's going to cost this. We'll charge it to the people coming.
I do have a problem with that as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they obviously, backers give them money. They use that money to expand their company, to build the game, and to make sure that their employees are happy.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with them doing that. That's fine. But then they're like, let's put on this event for our fans and make them pay for it.
Yeah, but, okay, what I would say, do you think it would be unfair if they did charge the company for it, which is basically backer money who might not necessarily want a FanFest? Why not go, if you want to come to the FanFest, you can pay for it?
Yeah, that's a good view as well. That is true.
But I think I'm pretty much in the same boat with you with, I don't want it to be prohibitively expensive for people that want to go. I want anyone to be able to, whether you've just got a starter pack and that's all you can afford, because you don't have enough money to spend on random digital purchases or whatever, you should be able to still potentially attend. Because it's a fan fest for all fans, right? And obviously there's not a space for all fans, and people can assumedly join in throughout the weekend free online. They haven't 100% said that this time, but that's almost certain, right? They did the digital tickets that they wanted to do a while ago. They then reversed. So I don't think they'd have another debacle like that, because it's not a BlizzCon yet. They're not that big. The game's not released. They've got a lot of love and been given a lot of leeway from their fans for a lot of this stuff, and it's absolutely fantastic that they can have these fan fests, and I am really excited by it, especially a 2-day event, because that suggests to me that there's loads going on.
Lots of information.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, right? There's definitely going to be a load of panels there that are really juicy, tangible development information and cool new stuff that's coming in the near future and the far future. And CitizenCon, always pretty exciting, always pretty hype. Those tickets, some people are just not going to care. Some people are like, I'm not going to go anywhere, I'm just going to watch it online. You can just watch it online. But I do like the opportunity for other people to be able to go without it being prohibitively expensive. And I think sometimes CIG missed the mark with that. We'll see what happens at this event. Like, I'd definitely go and pay for the tickets for Zin and I if it was in the UK.
Yeah, without a doubt.
The fact that it's in LA, the fact that it's a 2-day event as well, makes it a lot more expensive for Zin and I to potentially be able to attend. So we'll see. So
one thing I was going to say, add on to this whole ticket pricing thing, is so obviously we sometimes go to the Insomnia Gaming Festival in the UK.
We do.
Which literally consists of, so we do the bring your own computer LAN party thing. And that ticket literally consists of your table where you would sit, access to the stages, which I have no interest in most of the time, the ability to go to the expo hall. So those tickets don't exactly get us a lot, really, for what we do. Like, if we want to do extras, like the escape room or the dark, what is it, the dark room or whatever it is that other guy does.
Dark room, yeah.
Yeah, we have to pay for that, so that's not part of the ticket either.
You're in a dark room, I think it's called.
Yeah, and those tickets cost us, I think, £110, which is fair enough for 3 nights, 4 days, and that's not getting us an awful lot. It just allows us to sit in a room together and play games, and that's £110.
Yeah.
Whereas this ticket works out currently at the current exchange rate about £155 for 2 days of stuff that we should be interested in looking at.
Yeah, or you can just watch it online for free.
Or we could just watch it online for free.
It depends on if you want to be social and if you want the physical swag.
Yeah, it's also the ability to meet these people. And I found out for the first time going to the Bar Citizen at the weekend, it's quite fun meeting these people IRL.
Yeah, 100%. Some of the most fun I've ever had socialising was CitizenCon 2019. I had an absolutely fantastic time. I got to meet and drink with Jay Lee, got to talk to a huge range of the CIG devs, got to play Theatres of War. It was actually a pretty good experience, even though it was the first time they'd showed it because it was on LAN and everything, and it sort of worked pretty well. It was a genuinely great time, and I'm really looking forward to that again. And I'm not saying that Zin and I won't go to this one, but it is quite far out of our way, and we might be best served covering it from the comfort of our own homes. So we'll see. There's going to be loads of panels there. There's community booths. There's going to be cosplay competitions. There's going to be they're asking for volunteers to come and help as well. And I suspect it'll be a great laugh. I'm really looking forward to CitizenCon. But you were just saying something about Bar Citizen, Sin.
I was, wasn't I?
And we went up to Manchester on the weekends, and there was a big old CIG hosted Bar Citizen, and I got moderately drunk.
Moderately.
I got extremely drunk by the end of the night,
Yes.
and couldn't speak, so I was just... People sort of ferried me up to my room. It's fantastic having a room in the place where the bar citizen was.
Imagine if you had to have travelled to get to your hotel room, like even if it was like a 5-minute walk down the road.
I mean, even if it was just walking up the stairs, which I did, that was pretty hard. Promise you, mate. Apologies to anyone that had to attempt to work out what I was saying towards the end of the night, but it's great to genuinely meet everyone, including Elliot, who I had great conversations with. Oh,
Great conversations.
great conversations, Elliot. I love you. You're a good CIG boy. Yeah, that was genuinely a great laugh. Really good to meet a load of people there. Lots of like ships were given out. There were the Bano Tholos, the fidget spinners, and digital codes for those were given out. I won a Constellation Phoenix, which means I'm good at life.
Well, you're just knowledgeable on Star Citizen.
I'm just knowledgeable on Star Citizen, that is true. I did consider trying to win more things, but I thought the crowd would turn on me. But yes, I'm looking forward to more CIG hosted events, and it's a 4-hour train journey for me, but it was a good laugh, and I think it was worth it. Try
It
and
was a
get to these
direct
things.
train for you, though.
Yes, so yeah, well, I get travel anxiety, but no faff equals win for me. So it was just bam, sit and watch Netflix for 4 hours.
Mm.
So not too bad.
But yeah, it was great to meet people, and hello to everybody who I did meet. I don't remember your names because I'm terrible at that.
I used to socialise loads, but I don't socialise much anymore. Zin, not a massive fan of actively socialising, so it was a relatively big deal for you. I'm glad you came down, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. DC seemed to enjoy it as well, and Cam was genuinely legendary throughout the day. Jared and Cam was great to see them. Cam was going around making sure everyone was having a great time, giving out these Tholos, sort of running little ship giveaways and competitions and things. Genuinely a good laugh. Definitely going to try and get down to more of them, even if they are up in Manchester. So, Hull season.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, is she big.
I never doubted it wouldn't be.
So, people thought it was going to have 9,216 SCU, but that's twice as big as it actually is. It's only 4,608. It's because in the Inside Star Citizen where they showed it, and people were like, "Oh, I can see how much SCU it's got." There was a bug where they doubled the cargo grid. So 4,608 is still a huge amount. It's, what did I say, 8 caterpillars or something?
Yes, 8 caterpillars.
8 caterpillars worth of cargo. So that's a ridiculous amount. And my concern is that it's going to be sort of destructive to the economy because they're going to have to balance something around it. Either if you've got a Hull C, you just win at the economy game, or all other monies made from cargo are going to drop off hugely, right? Or do I have it wrong there? What do you think could happen?
Well, I think, what was your idea that you had when we were talking about it before?
Well, so they might have times and costs associated with cargo.
So obviously, yes, times and costs for cargo unloading, so that would cost you a bit, like eat into your profits a little bit. But also, because you can only land it at not landing stations, like...
Low orbit stations, low orbit.
Yeah. And actually park it there, you can't land it anywhere, it has to be docked if it's got cargo.
Yes, so as soon as it's got cargo on it, you can't land it. You can only dock.
Maybe make it so that you won't get as much by selling it at landing stations, and being able to go straight down to planets would actually net you more money for your cargo.
Yeah.
So people in whole seas won't benefit from selling at planets.
Yeah, but that sort of makes sense, right? Because then you add another level to the transfer of goods, because then you have other ships taking them down from station to planet to manufacture them.
Mm-hmm.
And I quite like that idea. So, yeah, times associated, not being able to go everywhere, that sort of stuff. Obviously, these ships are going to be very, very juicy for pirates. If they just have more interdictions happening when you're flying around in a Hull C, if players start to work out they can how the sort of the pathways that ships will be interdicted on, then you're going to need to start paying for escorts or being more aware that your Hull C might just be a juicier target. And there might be more expensive running costs and that sort of stuff as well. So, there's a lot of stuff they could do to balance it. My concern is that it won't be balanced particularly well. I don't know yet. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing it in-game. Certainly looking forward to looting them. That's for sure. 3.19.1 soon. That's our current live patch. Now, some people have been having some problems with it over the last couple of days. There was a partial infrastructure outage. There was some planned maintenance, which caused some a few little issues. The most egregious problem currently I can still see for 3.19.1 is that people weren't expecting a wipe. And Cloud Imperium also said there isn't a wipe. However, some people had some ships and items wiped from their accounts. CIG have said they're investigating. They did say previous that there may be some issues transferring over this time, and they recommend people unstow ships and items and then put them back in so there's a long-term persistence record for them. So they're going to be investigating where those instructions were followed and stuff still didn't get copied. And apparently that's happened to a lot of people from what I can tell. Again, that's anecdotally based on just looking at Reddit and stuff. That's annoyed a lot of people, especially because Alpha UEC seems to be unaffected and was actually copied across. So people that just bought stuff, it's kind of annoying. What do you think about that sort of stuff? Like, is there anything CIG should do? Should people just not care as much? It's Alpha for a reason.
I mean, I think people should care. Like, if they've been told and they followed instructions, then, yeah, they should have their stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't think CIG can do anything more than what they're doing. This is all still new to them as well. They might, while looking into this, discover something that they had overlooked, that they had missed, and then they can improve on that for next time.
That's true. So I think one of the things they did basically say was they fixed a load of the underlying structure of how to copy stuff across, and they've got a much better system for it now. So in future patches, it should all copy across without much faff and much more readily and easily. That was good to hear. So for 3.20, assuming there's not going to be a wipe, everything should copy across without much problem. But obviously for the people that have not got their stuff, CIG are investigating. Maybe you'll get something, maybe you won't. I don't think it's a huge deal. It might be for some people, and that's fine, but stuff's going to get wiped eventually and occasionally anyway. Play Star Citizen for enjoying it rather than grinding is my suggestion. But I'm not going to tell you how to play, even though I just did. 3.19.1 though, genuinely great patch. Zin and I are going to be playing some treasure hunting-y bits and bobs this week. Some of the joy of the patch is when you do bounty hunting, when you do salvaging, the cargo holds of the ships that you encounter can, or especially in the case of salvage, will have stuff on. And some of that stuff can be quite valuable, along with the materials you get for salvaging, the items and weapons and stuff that you get from stripping them off ships. So there's a load of cool stuff going on there, especially when it's also involved in combat missions. There's reasons for you to then loot the battlefield, and if they've got a cargo bay, they might have cargo on board, and you can get some pretty valuable stuff. I think the Osirian hides, I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Osirian
hides, I think they are actually in-game again. I think they were just made a lot rarer.
Okay.
I didn't see them when I was doing salvage. They sort of went from seeing them all the time to not seeing them at all, or very rarely now. So we'll be looking for those.
Also, wouldn't they be illegal?
They are illegal. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the gasping weave legs are also illegal, but they're very valuable. You can sell them at Grimhex or whatever. But yes, 3.19.1, genuinely great fixes, and bug fixes and improvements there. Still some major known issues, so they are trying to get through some of them. And that's with, I wouldn't go to every 18 at the moment, for example, because the tram system there is not the most reliable. People are apparently falling through the trams, and they're a bit janky. Yeah, I know you don't massively like falling through the public transport.
I don't like falling in general.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, so looking forward to playing that over this week, and we'll get some gameplay footage of that up. If we enjoy it, even if we don't, we'll talk about it. Sin.
Yeah.
Vulture. Do you think the Vulture should be in-game now to buy in-game?
Yeah, I think it should be in-game now to buy in-game.
Me too, because it's been over 3 months, and they put a patch out.
Didn't it come out in November or December last year?
It came out a while ago, didn't it?
It was the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, wasn't it?
It was, I believe it was. So, basically, there's supposed to be a roughly 3-month exclusivity period for ships when they become flyable to when they are actually purchasable in-game. Basically go, if you have bought one, you get a bit of an exclusivity period, bam, to be able to have that over people, and then they can buy them in-game, at least during alpha or whatever. With the Vulture, they had put it in-game in a patch, and then taken it away in a patch in the PTU a while ago, and they went, it's going to be at least 3 months sort of thing, and I thought it was going to be in 3.19.1, but they've said, no, the Vulture will be available in-game in alpha 3.20, and it's a little annoying, because obviously salvaging, big part of the game at the moment, and the only other way to salvage is with a reclaimer, which is potentially even more prohibitive because it's big, hard to run, and expensive.
They're going to be making Elliot sad. He's very proud of his salvage missions.
Yes, he's proud of his salvage missions. A little bit annoyed with that because I do think it should be in 3.19.1. I think we should have it now, and it feels a little bit like Cloud Imperium missed the mark on that. There probably are reasons for that, though they seem to be a mystery to me. I'd say give the backers more, not less. But I'm genuinely interested to know what you guys think. So tell us about that. Are you playing 3.19.1? What are your experiences of that so far? Have you had a great time? Has it been terrible? The Hull C. Do you think it's far too big and it's going to destroy the economy when it's released in 3.20? Or do you think they'll be cleverly balanced and, well, it doesn't matter if the economy's destroyed in the short term, even if it could be, because we don't have a proper economy, because they need to push more and more stuff in games so that we can actually get a dynamic economy eventually. Did you go to any of the bar citizens around the country of the weekend? Did you have a good time with them? Are you going to be going to CitizenCon or trying to get tickets for CitizenCon? And are you looking forward to it? Do you think it's super expensive? Are you going to be watching it online? Are you worried that Cloud Imperium might go, we're going to charge you $10 to watch online? Are you worried about something like that? Because I don't think they will, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility, right? Do you think there'll be a digital goodies pack that you can buy? Because they'll probably do that. Typically, instead of a digital cost for a ticket, they'll just go, bam, you can watch CitizenCon from your home and pay for this ticket. Or do you think Cloud Imperium will make everything for free, and if you watch it, you get everything free? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Say goodbye, Zin.
Goodbye, Zin.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Let me tell you a story from the book of NordVPN/BoredGamer. There were 3 little pigs who all needed internet access. One used a VPN made of straw, one used a VPN made of wood, and one used NordVPN, which is basically bricks in this analogy. Along came an elite hacker wolf, and smashed up the houses of the first 2 Piggly Wigglies, but was unable to breach the NordVPN house, which is just much better than straw or wood for protecting you from internet things like wolves and hackers. The moral of this story is get nordvpn.com/boredgamer or click the links below for powerful discounts that might make your friends think you're an internet wizard or something.
Also, that wolf went to prison for 10 years on an unrelated crime. Maybe it was, like, not liking or subscribing or something? Every month we have a ship giveaway for June 2023. That's going to be for an RSI Constellation Andromeda. This hybrid cargo gunship is perfect for small crews of up to 4. It comes with a P-52 Merlin snub fighter as well, along with lifetime insurance and game access. All you need to start playing Star Citizen. And all you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details in the video description below. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider pressing the join button under my videos for exclusive membership to the channel, or become a Patreon. I've already got a load of lovely people that do that, and it really goes a long way in allowing us to make daily content. Thank you so much to my channel members and Patreons, but thank you so much for just liking, subscribing, commenting, and watching my videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.